Yo, what's going on? YouTube and Kick. As we get this stream going, W's in the chat. Alright, let's get this published around Discord. Let everyone know we're live. Give that algorithm a boost. Alright, there it is for YouTube. We gotta do it for Kick. Alright. Chat, we are good to go. Oh, chat, look at that. We haven't even started. Look at there's a do burp. There was a do burp for you. All right, let me get you guys up here. All right, there we go. Let's get these lights dimmed down, chat. Get this stream rocking and rolling. Wait, I need before we do that, I just need to make adjustment here. Give me 1 minute, YouTube. I adjust YouTube chat. Alright, there we go. Alright, chat, we should be good. Alright, but anyways, if you're new to the YouTube channel, please hit that subscribe button so we can make it to 5,000 subscribers. Don't forget to ring that bell. You'll be notified for more of these live streams, challenges, reviews, vlogs. I do a lot of great stuff on this channel. It's basically a niche channel. It's just a variety channel. Also, smash that like button to help the YouTube algorithm show, hey, YouTube, let's get these live streams and videos up on top. Also, you new to the Kick channel, hit that follow button. But what's up, YouTube and Kick? Man, we back after for another stream. Chat. Yeah, I know I didn't stream yesterday, but I kind of took a little break. You know, every once in a while, you as a content creator, streamer, you know, some days, you know, you have to take breaks, but we back with chat. We back with another banger stream. But but how's it going, chat, man? Man, kind of actually, hold that thought, chat. Time to crack open the Dew. Alright. Because, warm Mountain Dew doesn't taste good. It's better when it's cold. So might as well crack this bad boy open. Cheers, YouTubes and Kick. Wasn't that satisfying of a fresh can Dew open? Bro. Yeah, buddy. But alright. But anyways, chat. Like what else saying? Man. It kind of feels pretty good now that we're back in standard time. Yeah, I see. What are chat? Chat, what are your thoughts on? Alright. What are your thoughts on this, like, setting clocks back an hour, setting clocks an hour ahead? I say, I say they should just keep the time at one time, like, no more setting the clocks an hour ahead, no more setting clocks back an hour, right? Like, And the time we're in right now, this is the time that they should keep it all year. Standard time. So, basically, when spring comes, it's like, do not monkey with them. Don't monkey with the clocks. What are your thoughts, chat? You like standard time better or daylight savings time? What's your thoughts on that, chat? Put it down in the in the chat feed. But man, chat. Man. Yeah, I really enjoy doing these streams for you. I just wish we can have a little more participation. But we kind of all know. We all know how that algorithm is, chat. I mean, don't deny it. That the algorithm is, terrible. It's not the greatest as what they say it is. But chat, it is what it is, You know what I'm saying, chat? But man, bro. Also, anyways, too, chat. How did everyone's Halloween go? How did everyone's Halloween go? I suppose we can get on the topic about that. How did your Halloween go? I kind of like to hear from you. Mine went pretty good. If you've seen, I did a live stream in the dark. And that was pretty much how my Halloween night went. Chat. I kind of like to hear from you. What, since I kind of tell pretty much a story of my life, but what was how did your Halloween go? Let's kind of get a little engagement here, chat. And that's basically too. That is the concept of my live streams, okay? That's the concept, we kind of, I basically, I may not always necessarily have a topic, all right? I may not always necessarily have a topic on my streams, but see, here's the reason why, all right, chat. Here is the reason why I do these streams, okay? Here's the reason why I do these streams. I do them, because I like to engage with you guys, like, with all my fans. We have a good old time, all right? Where I talk about how things are going, and then you kind of go on with it, like saying, like how are things going with you, chat. That's what see that, and even too. Some are saying, "Oh yeah, the streams are different." Well, really, be honest with you, there really is not much of a change, chat. Okay, there's not much of a change. With me, doing these streams, it's pretty much been the same. And, chat, a lot of you kind of liked it. All right. But, and look at, even too, chat, I think I kind of, deserve a little more interaction. Because look at, pretty much improve the studio, making the studio look better. And look at, chat, I have a nice glowing microphone. I have the bar light, the astronaut light, the little light bar up here, which basically makes the room glow. I mean, come on, chat. All right. Which I kind of find it's a lot better than watching us. I think this is a lot better rather than watching the streamer that basically just sits in the old boring room and then just like yaks away. Chat. Not even worry about the engaging with the chat. Like, see, hey, how's it going, Lantern? What up? See, and with streamers that with streamers that do that, like, if they're basically just yakking away, not even engaging with the fans, like if I say hi in the chat, but like if they don't like really engage or with their fans, like you see, like those streams, I'll basically like immediately like I'll like click off, like, like, all right, you're not really, I'd be like, you're not engaging with the fans, you're just basically yakking away, like, no. And even too, like, see, and I kind of look at that with too, even the two, like, all right, chat, like, even if you're basically a gamer, all right, like you're streaming a game, all right, I mean, I get it, I understand you're trying to concentrate on the game, but yet in a way, chat, you as a gamer streamer, you should also be, okay, engaging too with your fans. Even too, like see, even too, sometimes, like too, like, all right, like if you can, just kind of like pause the game for, like pause the game for a little bit. Then kind of interact with the fans a little bit, chit chat a little bit, and then, unpause it, and, see, I see him right there. If you would basically do that, chat, that would be like right there, like engagement. See, and with that, see, I would stay on, and watch. That's what I find of streaming. But yeah, everything is glowing, Lantern. How did your Halloween go? Bro, mine went pretty good. I actually did a Halloween stream on Halloween. Did streamed in the dark, of course, with the singlet on too, and it was glow in the dark. I thought that was a pretty epic stream. Oh, there's a little do burp chat. That's good. Good to hear. Good to hear. Good to hear. Yeah. It was lit. That's what's up. That's what's up, bro. It's most definitely what's up. But yeah. Man, trap. Yeah. See, I need to chat. Need to get more into stream more. That's kind of part of the reason why too. I haven't really had much. Don't have really much engagement too. I mean, I kind of took a lot of time off from streaming, but seeing that's the thing. I kind of want to, chat. See, all right, chat. See, during the summer, I kind of want to, I kind of like to, spend time outside a lot. Do like a lot of outdoor activities. And especially too, like during the summertime, like, I don't really want to be, at the house as much. I kind of want to enjoy the summer weather, soak up the sun, get a little tan going. Get a little tan going for the ladies. I've heard the ladies really, I've heard the ladies really like that. They really like that. They really like that tan. When you get that tan going, they always, I get, sometimes too. I get like a lot of comments on them on it saying, man, from them like saying, man, your tan looks nice. Like, of course, then I'm like, then I kind of like smile, like, hey, thanks. But yeah, they really like that. But then now, now that's kind of things are kind of getting a little colder, so I won't be able to keep my tan going. So eventually, pretty soon, I'm gonna be looking almost like Casper the Friendly Ghost. Watch chat. That's another thing. See, I'm not really looking forward to that. I don't really want to look white like a ghost, looking like Casper. I wish there was a way though that I can basically keep like the golden or brown color instead of original white color. But it is what it is. It's like, see, and that's the thing. It's like then you, when winter comes, it's like, man, put a lot of hard work into getting that summer tan. But then it's like winter comes and it's like you gotta lose it, and but then it's like when summer comes back again, and it's like, like you're back at it, like you're trying to get it back, getting your tan going. I mean, I suppose I can. if I really wanted to, use like those like kind of like what do they call it, chat? Like those lotions or the tanning studio. But nah, bro. I ain't that way. Okay, I don't really believe in like those tanning lotions or those tanning studios. Okay, nah. All right. When it comes to tanning, I like it. Chat. I basically like it natural. You know, let the sunlight do the work. I mean, now if you're wondering, like, yes, I do. Some of you weren't worrying about. Oh yeah, you lay in the sun too much, you're gonna get sunburned. Yeah, don't worry, chat. I got that covered. Yes, I do. I still do. Have still do the sunscreen protection and all that. Which I've learned from that. Because at first, I always wanted to get I always just laid in the sun, like, with no sunscreen protection. And one day it happened. One of my shoulders, got like burned. And I was like, ooh, and it hurt. I mean, bro, it hurt. It didn't really hurt much. It hurted a little bit, like if you apply pressure, but other than like if you like lay on it'd be fine. But it really hurt, like if you take a shower and like if water would just a little drop of water, it would like burn. It would like basically like sting. And after that, I've like after from that, eventually then the burn it healed. And from that day on, I've learned like, okay, I need to start wearing sunscreen to protect it. And from that day on, I mean, yet in way I wore a lot of sunscreen, and I still tanned. I still got the golden brown tan color I wanted, but after that, I never burned, never did. So, but and chat. All right, let's get this chat flowing like a river. Come on, chat up. Let's go. We got 2 watching. Chat up. Chat. Show a little more engagement. Let's show a little more enthusiasm here. Come on, chat. You want to see more? You want to see more of the streams? We gotta we gotta boost it up here a little bit. We need to get a little more enthusiasm in the chat here. a little more participation. But man, yeah, things are kind of already, and chat. Things are really starting to cool down. I'm not really looking forward for winter. Don't even go there, chat, for the other stuff that's gonna be coming. But I mean, it's gonna come whether you're ready for it or not. But and chat, chat. I know summer already ended, but right now I'm chat. I'm basically ready. All right, I'm ready for summer 2026. I'm ready for it. Sometimes I ask myself, like, bro, can we just skip winter? and just go straight right into summer. But sometimes I ask myself that, even though I know, chat, it's like, yeah, it ain't gonna work that way. I know, but sometimes you just kind of think like, like, man, it would be awesome if it did work that way, but that's not how it works. Um, but anyways, chat. What are your thoughts? What season do you like? You like spring, summer, fall, winter? I already kind of mentioned mine. I more enjoy summer as well. Because during the summer, I'm pretty much outdoors, out in the outdoors a lot. But during the fall winter season, it's kind of pretty much, I'm kind of pretty much in the house. I pretty much, or what basically, chat, what I like to call the fall winter season. I like to kind of call it cabin fever season. Because there's just not much to do because it's too cold, and you kind of want to stay where it's nice and warm. Maybe snuggle up in a blanket. But yeah, but man. But anyways, man, chat. I don't know, chat. We'll have to see because I'm hearing on the Vine. Well, not necessarily on the Vine, but this is what I'm hearing by other people is saying that based off the almanac, that we're supposed to get a cold winter this year. Which I hope not. Praise the Lord that we get a mild winter, that we get a real warm winter. I'm kind of hoping for a warm winter. Not as much as not very much snow. Chat. I can basically care less for snow and all that and the cold. But like I said, it's gonna be here. But whether you like it or not, but it is what it is. Chat. You can't cry over spilt beer. If you get my drift, can't cry over spilt beer. That's what they say. But yeah, man. And chat, internet's pretty much dead. Looks like we can have a short stream tonight. Not a lot going on, bro. Not a lot going on. But and chat. Yeah, I got probably sometime in the future too. We're gonna get this stream, rock and rolling. Like I said, I kind of even mentioned it too. On a couple of my streams that, I mentioned the little channel updates. I might even be, trying to do like reacting videos on stream. I'm kind of looking towards doing my old, like reacting to like a lot of my old videos and stuff. Then you guys can kind of interact with it as well. It'll be epic. It'll be epic. So kind of stay tuned for that. I'm not really sure when I'm gonna start it. I mean, there's a couple other things I want to kind of try to do yet. As soon as I can get the time to do it, because I kind of want to do some modifications to. I'd like to kind of do a little modifications to the YouTube channel, and a little bit to the my Discord server, because one of it too, I kind of already mentioned that that you see Nightbot in the chat. Eventually, Nightbot is gonna be going away. Like eventually I'm gonna get rid of Nightbot. Everything is gonna be all done with BotRix. I already basically have it set up. I just have to give the bot the permissions to do it, and then we'll be good to go. And once with that, there would be really no need for Nightbot, because pretty much with the permissions I'm gonna give BotRix, it's pretty much the same what Nightbot does, and Nightbot will pretty much be useless. Like there would be no purpose of that. And not only that, the reason if you're wondering why I'm switching over, because with because basically now with that I have BotRix now, especially too with me streaming on Kick now, that's the kind of bot for Kick, but it is also compatible with other platforms. And not only that, with BotRix, you can do a lot more things than what you can do with Nightbot. So that's eventually that's gonna be the switch. I kind of already see that, which I've already kind of see sometimes too, when I start my streams. A lot of you kind of pretty much already see it, like right at the beginning, you kind of see BotRix has connected to the channel. So I mean, the bot is connected, but it just doesn't respond to the like commands quite yet, because because at this time it doesn't have the permissions. But eventually I gotta switch that over and give BotRix the permissions to do all that. So kind of that's kind of another basically another update that's gonna be happening to the channel and the Discord server. I'm gonna try to work on that sometime when I get a little time, but yeah, it'll be fun. We'll have a lot of fun there. It'll be better than ever, chat. Better than ever. So there's a doobert for you, chat. But Yeah. All right. What's going on, chat? It's pretty much what I pretty much what I had to pretty much got on my chest. You know, don't really have much really to talk about today. But that's pretty much what I want to say. You know, but yeah. But I mean, I know some of you kind of basically missed when I did the missed the panel streams, but yeah, I've already made the conclusion. The panel streams have been discontinued. Only because the fact is because with the new software that I have, and you know this way, with me using OBS, it's you know it's a lot better for me because this way I can control the stream better, and not only that it gives me the opportunity that you know I can stream on both platforms for free of charge, you know, compared to the panel streams, you know, where if you want to multi-stream you gotta like pay a fee. Now I know Restream says you can stream up to two platforms at a time for on a free version, but let's see, there's but you know this thing is with you know Reese, which was fine, but then there comes other stuff that you know I basically want to do that's basically not even in the panel streams. What you know, even if you pay for the highest version of the panel streams, still you don't have that feature like what OBS does. Like like you know where basically you see the platform panel streams, the panel stream softwares, they don't have like the on-screen alerts for when someone sends you a super chat or someone subscribes, follows you on Kick. See, the panel streams don't have that. They don't have that feature. And OBS, you can add that. I mean, you just need a bot to do that, and see. There comes in. Speaking of that bot, there comes in. You know, that's what BotRix. BotRix does all of that. See, and that's the reason why. Eventually, too, why eventually I'm gonna switch over to BotRix. So like everything is gonna be done with BotRix, and then that's why I'm saying. You know, Nightbot's gonna be going away. Nightbot is going to be going away. Eventually I'm going to be getting rid of Nightbot. Nightbot's going to be eventually going. You ain't going to see Nightbot on the YouTube channel, or you know, also too in my Discord server. Eventually I'm going to get rid of that bot too. Get rid of Nightbot, and everything's going to be all done by BotRix eventually. You know, eventually, like I said, when the time comes. So, Man. I mean, we had what? I had Nightbot for quite a while now. What was it when I started my streams? Started streaming. We had Nightbot. This is way before. Man, chat. This is like I think this is like way even before I was even a Kick streamer. And then that's how I kind of found Botrix. See, because with Nightbot, I found Nightbot through the YouTube streaming, saying that you can set it up, and then after when I started streaming on Kick, see, and that's when I found Botrix, and that's when I found out that basically you can do a lot more with Botrix than what you can do with Nightbot. So and then I found out too that you can basically link it into YouTube as well. It's just not, that bot is just not for Kick. Like it's synchronized to like other platforms. Compared to Nightbot. With Nightbot, it you only can sync it to like YouTube or your Discord. That's it. Like, but with Botrix, there's like other stuff. Like you can, you can link it to your YouTube, Kick, TikTok, and there's like a couple other platforms out there too that I can see that you can link it up to, which basically I don't have a account for that, but yeah, pretty much. So pretty much Botrix will be doing all the commands, and also too Botrix will be doing like the commands to what Nightbot does in the Discord server, and Botrix will be doing the like responses to the commands in the YouTube chat, pretty much like how it is on Kick. So like I said, there wouldn't really be no reason for Nightbot. But other than that, I want to get that out. Oh yeah, another ad lantern. Nobody's chatting. Yeah, everybody's being stingy. They're being stingy. Being stingy. Yep. But man. Ooh, man, trap. Yeah. And even two. What you kind of see already, Botrix pretty much, even two of you, like in my Discord server, you kind of see, Botrix pretty much does, pretty much promotes the, tells you guys when I go live on Kick. Also too, if you notice too that I have not, with the TikTok channel where it says "Hey TikTok," if you kind of realize that now, Botrix does that too. Far as like with YouTube, I think I still have the Me 6 bot, that does the YouTube. I mean, I probably could set Botrix up to that, but I think I'm gonna just keep with Me 6 having it do that because, I still need the Me 6 bot because it kind of, where it gives you the role. Like if you have, you have to, after joining, you have to click on one of the emojis in the rules page, and then from there, Me 6 gives you the role you have chosen, and after that, and then you can you get more channels in the server, but so I think that's still gonna I think that's still gonna be the same, but but yeah, but man, chat, it's gonna be it's gonna be epic chat, it's gonna be epic once we basically get that, when I have time to get that switched over. So kind of be on the lookout for that. But man, chat. But man, chat's quiet. Got five lurking around. I mean, chat. What are your thoughts on that? What? All right. So chat. That's pretty much my topics for today. Let me know. All right. Before we end the stream. All right. Now, what are your thoughts, chat? I'm asking you. All right. What are your thoughts on all the things I've kind of discussed, like where I went through? What are your thoughts on that? I mean, I like to kind of hear. I'm not a mind reader. I don't read minds. All right. You know. But yep. Yeah, it looks like it, Lantern. But Lantern, what do you think of the all the stuff that I kind of discussed? About that with Nightbot be going away, everything switching over to bot Rick. But yeah, but see, that's the thing, Visions. I've kind of already explained that too. Panel streams are, they're discontinued. I ain't doing panel streams anymore because there's because I like OBS better, because OBS has a feature that with the text alerts that pop up on the screen, and see, with panel streams you don't get that. So I mean, yeah, panel streams are discontinued, but it's basically a work in progress. It's a work in progress. I'm kind of might be doing panel streams. But however, the panel streams will not be through panel software. It will not be through Restream, EveMux. It will not in StreamYards. I'm thinking trying eventually down the road. I think I'm gonna eventually try something new with panel streams, where basically the panel streams will be through Discord. I'm gonna do it through Discord. So in other words, for it to work, you'll have to be in my Discord server. And also, too, I want to try to find a bot. So for you anyway to join, to get on panel, you must react to the bot to confirm that you are 18 or older. And then basically, what happens if you don't react to the bot, you won't be able to join. Like you won't get it. You won't be able to get in. You have to, react and react to the bot and then to confirm. So I'm trying to, and that's the thing. I'm trying to work on that. Trying to find a bot that will actually do that. But that's basically a work in progress. So now that, I find OBS is better. With seeing that's the thing with OBS, it gives me a better opportunity that where I can stream on both platforms, where I can stream on YouTube and Kick. Man, I know with panel streams, you can do that too with panel streams. But no, with StreamYards, you have to get a paid version. With Restream though, you can I know you can stream up on 2 platforms at once for on the free version, but I don't really like Restream as much, because once when you hit when you set your stream up, you gotta hit the live button, and once you hit that live button for it to activate in YouTube, and then you're still, I want to be able to go back and do all the backstage stuff, set that up before I actually hit live. But it's I didn't really care too much for it, Restream or even too. I think I did a panel stream once on EveMux. I didn't really care too much for EveMux either. And see, not only that, chat. Here's it. All right. Here's another thing. Not only that. Look at the qual. Okay, if I do a StreamYard, if I do StreamYards, the quality is terrible, okay? Because basically you have the quality is basically like that, old standard definition, right? But see, now that I'm stepping up with OBS, the quality is better, the sound is better, because now we're talking about now high definition. So I mean, think about that, chat. All right, think about that, chat. What is better? Would you like to see standard definition or high definition with better quality, better picture, better sound? Or a standard definition where the quality is low, the sound is low? I more rather go with the high definition. Just kind of, like those streaming those panel streams. I mean, they're still in standard. I mean, you can. I think with StreamYards you can, but you have to upgrade. but but see, that's the thing. Like StreamYards is like overpriced. They're overpriced. Like, but then it's like, heck. I mean, yeah, with OBS, you can get that for free, no charge. I mean, well, yeah, you won't be able to guest on, but but I mean, there's a way I can do it. Like I said, I can do it through my Discord, but I gotta get that set up, because like I said, I want to kind of have a bot too where it reacts, so you have to react to the bot, you know, but so I mean, something I reconsider. Man, it look like VH tape. Yeah. Yeah, but see that's the thing with YouTube though. See see YouTube streams it, and I've kind of noticed that Visions. Um it basically streams it in standard. But then now after when I end the stream, it's high quality. Give it a couple hours though for it to usually I think that, and it takes, not now with YouTube now that it takes for 24 hours for it to get into high definition. So yeah, yeah, but you know, but but even too, I've kind of noticed when I did like the panel streams, like everything was kind of pixelated a little bit, but I don't know. I think it's better though. Still, I think the quality is better. Uh, I mean, it might be a little pixelated because with the the camera is, but I think it's a little better. But I don't know. Not only that, chat too. I think too with that's another thing too. I want to be able to look into that too. Like with OBS, I want to kind of look into that too because I've heard I can go like for example, chat. Like I can be just sitting here in my office, you know, I start to stream off in here. And then somehow I can pick the stream up like on a mobile device, and then like we can go IRL, you know, and then be able to come back into my office and get off mobile and then go right back into, you know, my office. You know, stream off my permanent device. You know, that's another option I'm gonna try to look into. Because I know a lot of you kind of like the kitchen streams too. And I kind of want to do that as well. You know, but I want to be able to share my Kick as well. So I'm gonna kind of try to look into that, so then I can go do it off the mobile. But I mean, I don't know, unless I could set my computer up in there and do it that way, but I don't know. I don't know. I'll think about it. Chat. I'll think about it. It's all work in progress. It's all, just suggestions. But yeah. Hey, what's going on, Vic? What up? What up? What up? Vic says cheers. Well, to answer your question, Roderick, or Rodrigo, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. That is not a fact. That is not a fact. That's your opinion, Rodrigo. That's not written in stone. That's your opinion, Rodrigo. So, yeah. All right. Can Crush. Gotta love them Can Crushers. Alright, chat. I think I'm gonna put the stream down in the books. We're gonna bring the lights back up, and chat, we can probably put the stream down in another awesome stream down in the books. All right. Anyways, the can is crushed. Bar light is off. Astronaut light is turned off. Lights are turned back up. So you know what that means. It's time to put the stream down in the books. But as always, I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Thanks for all the support. If you're new to the YouTube channel, please hit that subscribe button so we can make it to 5,000 subscribers. Don't forget to ring that bell. You'll be notified for more results, live streams, challenges, reviews, vlogs. I do a lot of various stuff on the channel. It's basically the niche of the channel. It's just a variety channel. And also, smash that like button to help the YouTube algorithm show, hey YouTube, let's get these live streams and videos up on top. Also, you new to the Kick channel, hit that follow button so you'll be notified when I go live. As always, stay strong. You guys rock. Love all the support. Catch you guys on the flip side. As we get the stream, as we close the stream out, W's in the chat. Alright, again, love you, YouTube. You're awesome. You rock. Again, hit that subscribe button. Let's make it 5,000. Ring that bell for some more awesome live streams, some awesome content. You'll be notified to find out what I'm up to. And again, smash that like button. Help that YouTube algorithm. Come on. Don't deny it. We know how the algorithm is. The algorithm is terrible. So, hit that like button to give the algorithm a boost, to get it up on top. And also, love you, Kick. You're awesome. Stay strong. Again, you're new to the Kick channel. Hit that follow button so you'll be notified to see what I'm up to on Kick. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side. See you guys later. Bye. Meow. Uh-oh. Chat. Chat. May have a problem. YouTube and Kick, I think we have a problem here. The stream don't want to end. Alright. Let's try this again, chat. Let's try this again, alright? Let's try this again, chat. 3, 2, 1.